going to ask for a quick approval and then I'll go into PAC. And of course the approval is for something related to the PAC Festival. Seeking approval for the Patchogue Arts Council to install temporarily 2 sculptures in the Terry Street Garden from October 10th through November 1st. One of them has actually already been installed.
Of course.
Darn
They're like my
artist.
kids.
Darn artist. And it really looks great. I came around the corner today and I saw it, so that's a motion.
Motion
Second.
Aye.
Yeah, so things are going to start popping up. So as many of you know, New York Times, this was in the Metro section on the arts page, Patchogue. A festival testifies to a village's turnaround. It's a great article. Many of us were back and forth with the reporter for what seemed like forever, probably since early September. And the way that she managed to pull together so many different disparate elements into one story, I thought she did a really nice job. There's a picture of John Sino, my partner in crime for this festival. He's worked tremendously hard. There's a picture of us in the road walkway. In-action picture. There's a picture of the Arts Council's gallery space. We went over to New Village and they showed that with the P-squared clock. And inside the Blue Velvet Lounge, you really can't see it here, but there's a couple ordering a glass of wine and some of their volunteers. We spent about 3 hours with the photographer. We went into the theater during Atlantic Wind Symphony, and we went upstairs and took a bunch of shots. But I guess, you know, their editor, they were pleased. The amount of photographs that were taken, it was crazy. So we're hoping that that's going to bring a lot of people into town. So the entire schedule, if you're interested, can be found on the Patchogue Arts Council website. When you log in, there's like a little banner that goes by and it says PAC-MAC, and you click it, and it takes you to a page where you have links: music, art, cinema, and literary and theatrical. So what I'm going to do is, I have the full schedule here with me. I'm not going to read it to you. I'm just going to skip around and give you some of the highlights of the festival. Because what our hope is that people will come into town, they can walk around, there's gallery exhibits, there's outdoor art, they'll be able to see these things, maybe grab a bite to eat. Every restaurant, participating restaurant, and I'll tell you which ones those are, will have music every single night.
They buy a bathing suit?
Yeah, they might buy a bathing suit. So maybe they'll see a film. So there's just going to be an awful lot of things going on. The most exciting thing is the 46 East Main Street location that we've renamed for this festival, the Pop Mart. And it's got the work of probably about 60 artists, various groups. So the space has been segmented off for the various groups with the walls that we use for the Patchogue Arts Biennial. So we have groups like Long Island Glass. We have a group called the New York Mark Artists. They're artists that have worked with New York State in some capacity with grants. A group from Riverhead called the Jumpstart Artists. We've got Masters of Fine Arts students from Stony Brook University and also from CW Post. So I was in there today. Linda Luzzi came by, and yeah, I think you'll agree the space looks great. Once John
went back again.
You went back again
to take some more pictures.
Yeah,
We're
so
trying to get a pop front page there.
Oh, that's great. Appreciate that. The whole place was pink with flowered carpet when the Esposito family allowed us to use it. So thankfully Bob Conklin pulled up all the flowered carpet, painted the floor gray. And John Sino's just been in there for like 2 weeks with volunteers painting over the pink. And one coat is not enough. So it looks really good. The artists have been in there installing their work. So Friday night, if you're in town and you want to stop in between 5 and 7, we're having a reception for the participating artists. Saturday, the actual kickoff reception for PAC-MAC is at Briarcliff College. There's a gallery in Briarcliff that they've just started utilizing, and currently there's artwork up by the Latino group Projecting Arts, which is called Celebrando la Vida. So that reception is also from 5 to 7, so we're inviting everybody. Just come on down, and it's a very nice show. There's also going to be artwork in the gallery at 40 South, in the Patchogue Arts Council Gallery, in the Art Space Building, in the lobby of Long Island Pulse. And we have a wonderful volunteer, Jay Shuck, who's been coordinating all of this, and I think he's pretty well exhausted from hanging artwork and coordinating with the artists. There'll be outdoor artwork all over the place in the road walkway, hopefully in Capital One Plaza. I'm still waiting for their approval. New Village has been great, so there'll be a few pieces over there. There'll be an interesting piece on the corner of Briarcliff College by Beth Giacomo that's inflatable and lit piece that will inflate in the morning and deflate at night, so that should be very interesting. I want to just cover one aspect of the cinema. I'm not going to go into the whole schedule. Just give me a second, because this is I think this is really going to be great. Dancing in Jaffa is the name of the film, and I'm just going to read you the description. Renowned ballroom dancer Pierre Dulaine returns to Jaffa, Israel, to fulfill his lifelong dream of teaching dance to Jewish and Palestinian children. So on Sunday, October 19th, at 11:30 a.m. at Plaza Cinema, there'll be a pre-screening event that includes brunch and a performance by Long Island-based dancing classroom students. Then the film screening starts at 12:30. If Sunday's not good for you, Tuesday, October 21st at 7:30 p.m. they'll be screening the film again. And at that screening, following the screening, will be Yvonne Marceau, the co-founder of Dancing Classrooms, who's seen in the film, and she'll be the guest speaker. So I would highly recommend either one of those. I hear it's an excellent film. And then, of course, there's the Hard Day's Night.
Now, what is that?
A Hard Day's Night, and this is a digitally restored 50th anniversary. We didn't even know this when we had this conversation. Who knew? Monday, October 20th at 5:15 p.m. or Thursday, October 23rd at 7:45. But I'm going to email you all the important stuff tonight when I get home. I will send it to everybody. I promise. Anyway, there's a number of other films. I won't read the whole schedule, but those are two that I think are important. Let me just back up a little bit to music. These are the participating venues. 89 North, the Brick House Brewery, Barbecue, the Meatball Place, Village Idiot Pub, the Tap Room, and I believe Hoptron Boutique, and the Main Street Bistro. So every night there's going to be really high quality music. And in some of the larger venues, certain nights are genre night. So Sunday night, multiple venues will be playing electronica. Monday night, there'll be indie and alternative music. Tuesday night is Americana. Wednesday is World Beat. And Thursday is Soul Funk.
This is all part of Pac-Man.
This is all part of Pac-Man.
Awesome.
Andy, now you know why I look like
Yeah,
it.
you're gonna have to shoot us a copy of that.
And then not all of some of the smaller venues like the Tap Room or, Main Street Cafe is not having electronica or soul funk. Main Street Cafe has things like Angelo Giudice on the accordion on Monday, October 20th, and some acoustic music. So you really need to check out the schedule to see what's going on. A couple of other things. On the 26th, there's a theatrical performance in the lobby called Boo, a Monster Musical, written by our Art Space resident, Howard Beckerman. And that's going to be at 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. So I think that'll be cute with the kids and the costumes. It should be a lot of fun. There's a reading at Plaza Mac by Her Story. They do a literary workshop through the Patchogue Arts Council called Bridges to Justice. They're going to be doing their readings. The last time I went to one of these readings, very, very powerful. The way that the woman Erica, who runs these workshops, really helps people get in touch with their experiences and express them through writing. That's a free event on October 20th at Plaza Mac, 7:30 p.m. So I could go on and on. I mean, there's a lot more, but I think that gives you an overview of what's happening during the week, and I hope to see everybody there.
And I think, Linda, you're going to be putting a lot of the scheduling into the paper also?
Some of it.
Some of it, but
Some of
it's
it,
too much.
yeah, you can't, I mean,
But
I
you could-
did,
You can highlight the things like, don't put a hard day, because I don't want anybody to go to it, I want to be able to have a good seat. But I think that it'd be important for people to pick up the paper, at least to get a sense of it also.
Yeah. Yeah, we discussed today some of the things that we wanted to really highlight.
yeah,
One of which I forgot, which is John Ceno's Jam Fest. On Sunday at 89 North, it's an all-day jam fest with 5 different bands who specialize in what's known as jam music. So anytime from 1 p.m. to 10 p.m., it's $10 to get in, and it should be a lot of fun. A lot of local musicians of very good quality.
What is the website again that this is all on?
It's all on patchoguearts.org,
Oh, okay.
and then click through the big link, PAC. And then click the little links for music arts. I'll send the whole thing again, because it's been updated since the last time I sent it to you guys, and you can print them out, they're all in PDFs.
Oh, good.
Plus, we have maps. I was away over the weekend, but our volunteers were supposed to get the trifold maps with all the listing out throughout the village. If they didn't,
They were stacked.
Is there a stack
I
here?
don't know.
I don't know either, because I was away for 5 days.